Hello, everyone. Welcome to Prescott Talks, brought to you by Prescott E-News. My name is Brooks Compton. I'm your guest host. And today we have our esteemed guest, Carie Hughes, who is the current second vice chair of the Yavapai Republican Committee and acting chairman of the Yavapai County Republican Committee. Carie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brooks.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you're involved in the community.
Thank you. And thank you, Prescott E-News, for having me today for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
So I am an Arizona native. I was born and raised in Phoenix, and my family came up to Prescott for camping and hunting, and we eventually moved up in this area. My husband and I both went to Prescott High School, and I was the captain of the cheer line there, and also photo editor for the yearbook.
Oh, okay.
Went on to Yavapai College, came involved with the local theaters here as a performer, so dancing, singing, acting, and choreographer. And then I became into my career where I was a surgical dental assistant for Dr. Clay Maupin for 30 years. And he's a retired colonel in the Army, and he was a huge influence on me with getting involved with the Republican Party.
And I'm assuming you became a precinct committeeman?
Yes, I did. Thank you. So I first started, got an invitation to the luncheon meeting at Republican Women of Prescott. And when I attended that, they asked me to also help with the voter registration booth. So then I did that. Then running for an officer position, I was fifth vice chair for education. And then I moved up to third vice president for membership. From there, I became a PC committeeman. And we had an opening for our captain and also area director in my area. So I volunteered at one of our PC meetings to be the captain. However, Tom Thurman, who was our previous board supervisor, said, "You have so much more to offer than this. We want to put all of your talents into being an area director." So a few months later, I was appointed as the area director for the 2 area.
Okay, so you have extensive experience within the Republican Party now and the establishment.
Absolutely, yes. Plenty of experience and knowledge and how we can work together.
Well, can you tell us a little bit about why you're running for the chairman? You're currently acting chairman. And so why are you running for the chairman's job itself?
So being chairman is a very important role, and I don't take it very lightly. There is so much potential in our organization that it takes a good leader with the skills and experience that I can bring to the table to take our organization and build us to the next level. We have done very well this last couple of years. I feel it's important that the next chair that comes in does have that leadership skills and that is willing to stand out there on the front line and fight for our principles and our values and our beliefs. Being the liaison between us and the Arizona State Party as well. That is the job of the chairman to help run the county for the election integrity, for our voters, bringing in more memberships. We oversee the whole party.
How many people are right underneath the chairman that would be working in conjunction with you at this particular time?
So we have the officer positions with the first and vice chair, and then we also have our secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer, and assistant treasurer. Then beyond that, we have our 5 area directors that keep the captains and the PCs in their precinct areas. And then we have the captains, and then we also have the PCs. And everyone is very vital in the role that they have. And I believe that we all are equal. And we do need to have a title. That way they have the responsibilities, but we all work together in unity. And I really believe that we can all come together. We all have differences and different opinions, but at the end of the day, we should be able to come to the table and agree on what is best for the Republican Party and move forward.
So positive leadership, forward-looking leadership
yes,
is exactly
absolutely. Yes.
For people that would like to become a precinct committeeman, the structure is, can you tell us a little bit about the structure? There's the precinct committeeman, then there's area director and captains. So the audience understands exactly how the Republican Party works.
So that is a really good question. So with starting out as a PC, you submit your application and it goes to the Board of Supervisors and they review that. Once you become a PC, we are elected every 2 years. So if you come aboard forward. Before that, you'll be either in waiting or you'll be an appointed PC. And that can get a little confusing sometimes.
So there's a precinct committeeman, then there's captains, then there's area directors, and then you get into the officers or the executive committee.
Correct. Yes.
Exactly what it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. With the recent event we had downtown with Blake Masters and Carrie Lake and, of course, Eli Crane,
Yes.
which we're all very excited about. Did you put that on? What was your involvement in putting that whole night together? It was a significant night.
So actually, that was the AZ GOP that did run that program. And then what we put on was the victory party the next evening downtown at Matt's Saloon. And so it helps knowing people in the community and having a relationship. So again, doing all the setup, getting it catered. And that's what I am really good at. It's not work for me. I enjoy putting the events on, and our true leader should be able to pull up their sleeves and do the setup, do the event and the takedown and be involved with it, not just guiding and telling each area what their jobs are, their duties are to do.
So it sounds to me like you could bring the private industry or the community together with the Republican Party itself to forge an alliance to move forward in a positive direction.
Absolutely, yes. And always with a smile. I believe that I bring the heart to our party and the happiness, the joy, and lots of energy. I wear many hats. I'm a great multitasker, and I don't need sleep. But it is. We should be having fun, and it's a great responsibility to be a PC. It's an honor to be PC because we are an elected position. And to serve our community well and keep our values and helping our children. With our new school boards that we're doing, with us having a daughter ourselves, it's important that we keep that history alive and we're teaching them the principles of the Republican way.
Well, when elected, are there any structural or organizational changes that you would like to make, that may be goals of yours when elected?
The structure is very important, as transparency and communication is very key. Working with the PCs and helping them establish the tools that are there to benefit them from having the confidence to going out and working in our community to build us stronger. And with the structure of them not having as many meetings, we need to have a meeting that is very productive so that they can meet their captains and area directors, know each other, know where everyone's strengths are, and build from that.
Okay. How many approximately precinct committeemen does Yavapai County have, and how many area directors do we have?
So right now we currently have 357 elected PCs, and we have the 5 area directors. And then we have the captains below that, and we also have our officers.
In your administration, would you be having monthly meetings with the area directors and the precinct committeemen individually or as groups, or what are your thoughts on that?
So my goal is to have meetings with the area directors and fill them in again with the tools and the learning capabilities that we have to notify the captains as well. But I want to go into each precinct and show them, build them, encourage them on what is working in their area versus for an example, out in my area in Dewey, we're very rural. We're much different than when in Prescott. So what is working in your area? How can we build the membership, the PCs coming together, and get out the Republican vote?
So it sounds to me like you're very familiar with how the organization works right now, and you have maybe a few changes that you'd like to make. Williamson Valley is also another rural area, and we do know that things are different from in-town to rural areas. So that sounds like a good plan. And any organization, no matter how large or small, sometimes has controversies. If any controversies arise, how do you intend on handling it? Through transparency, or what are your thoughts on that?
So with things that have happened, it all starts again with the top in the leadership role. And it's very important as chair that we do our homework, we do our research, and we know about everything about a certain situation or the subject matter before you move forward, bringing it down to your officers and then to the membership. So with chair, the responsibility, if there's something that has been done that's not correct, we need to be accountable for it, correct it, and then move forward with that.
So then your area directors will probably be better educated moving forward as to the rights and wrong things to do?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And it's very vital that the chair does have that information, that she does, or he does, excuse me.
Yes.
Well, there's two girls, one. So,
Yeah.
But yes, that we do share all of that. And it is our job that everybody feels comfortable and confident, and we know everything from the rules, the regulations, how procedures do, and to educate with the area directors as well as the captains to the PCs.
How are we currently, or how do you suggest we reach out to obtain more precinct committeemen? Because I know that has been a difficulty for the Republican Party in the past to bring them in.
Yes, and we are growing. We've done a really good job the last couple of years. But the main thing I do is I talk to people. People want to be involved, with our community. What can I do to help? I hear that all the time. So it's sharing with them, what we do. And I feel that we're doing it every day, what PC's duties are. We're already sharing it on the community. We're talking about voting, the Republican Party and such. So it's very vital just to talk to one another and introduce yourself and invite people to come, be a part of it.
Well, you're obviously already in leadership, and have any other people in our community, Yavapai County, come forward and endorse your campaign to be permanently be chairman?
Thank you. Yes, that's. I'm very honored to have the endorsements from dignitaries and officials. So Dr. Paul Gosar, he has endorsed me, and our Treasurer Kimberly Yee, and many more have. But I'm excited to announce that our newly elected Congressman, Mr. Eli Crane, has just endorsed me. So I'm very excited about that they support me and they have confidence in me. They know my leadership skills and experience that I have that I can bring forward to being the next county chair.
Well, that's exciting. They're all important endorsements, but especially, Eli Crane is newly elected, our newly elected congressman from our district, and sounds to me like you and him together could move our party forward, which sounds like what we need to do.
Absolutely, yes. Working together, bringing unity to our community. I've always said that, and we're all a team. So it's very important that we do work together and bring it to the next level.
Carie, where can the community and potential precinct committeemen, where can they get a hold of you and find out about your campaign?
So they can go on my Facebook page, Carie Hughes for Yavapai County GOP Chair. And anyone is welcome to call me anytime they like at 928-848-8717. I am more than happy to speak with you at any time, answer any questions that you may have.
Well, it sounds to me like you're up to the job and you're ready to hit the ground running. And I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And we thank you for coming in and being on Prescott Talks, hosted by Prescott E-News. And to our audience, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And we appreciate your time, and we hope this interview was informative. And we look forward to seeing you again. Once again, I'm Brooks Compton, your guest host for Prescott E-News.